Hello everyone, and this is kind of like my first time recording like a video on my channel, but this is for the Water Hybrid War. As you can see here, this is Project Teaser, and this is our enemy, Vex. Grr. So I basically made this presentation in Canva. If you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the result of 100 battles. Sun Tzu, The Art of War. Wait, where's the, okay. Our enemy. So, famous YouTuber Goji Guy has made a beast to dethrone sharks as the new oceanic predator of the 7 seas, Vex, right here. Many other YouTubers tried to take down Vex, but failed. Until now. At least I hope. I'm not a full-time YouTuber, this is just going to be a showcase with my phone, because I can't do video editing stuff. And I'm really just like a 13-year-old who wants to make a giant fish monster because I'm bored. And all the videos you'll see on my channel are basically just really old clips of young me doing science projects and going out with my family, which is very cringe. So if you want to suffer a cringe attack, then go there. um... the battle arena. So go to you guys' newest video, Hank 2.0. In the end credit scene, I guess, he announced that Vex has moved into the Baltic Sea. I see uncharacteristically being not salty. Yeah, it's borderline freshwater in there. And it's also famous for being the youngest sea on our planet, Tim, and it's very not deep, but will be a little chilly. The genetic makeup. Wait, let me do this. Yeah, confetti. Okay, let's just. And number one is the. That sound is. That sound of the confetti is very lagged. So number one, the Goliath tigerfish, who will be the hybrid's mainframe. And what can be better? This is a predator with the speed, ferocity, and tooth work we need that regularly brute forces its way through the fast-moving waters of the Congo. And I guess do this. Okay, the Wahoo. Secondly, is the Wahoo. This will improve the hybrid's body, making it more elongated, and will add the tail muscles, I guess, to make him push through the water more easily. Number 3 and 4 are the short fin mako shark and the bull shark. The short fin mako will add even more speed and agility, and also the electroreceptors on the hybrid snout. The bull shark will add the ability to traverse both salt and fresh water, since the Baltic Sea is very brackish. But considering all of the freshwater animals I have in the hybrid's genome, we might not even need the bull shark, and just need to stick to the mako. But I don't really know, because hey, can you blame me? I'm a 13-year-old with limited. I'm a 13-year-old with limited access to scientific papers, let alone accurate ones. Speaking of freshwater creatures, the red-bellied piranha. The piranha will help with the tooth work. The piranha teeth are pretty interesting because they interlock with one another. So, like, the bite marks, they're not like individual teeth, like puncturing. It's not like sort of like a cookie cutter. The YouTuber Odd Animal Specimens actually made a short about this. It's very high detail, so I suggest you go watch him. So yeah. Number 6 is the Arapaima, that will contribute to the hybrid's armor, and will contribute to the ability to breathe air. So if the hybrid's gills are damaged, it can actually breathe air. Although the Arapaima can actually drown if not getting breaths of air of every 10 to 20 minutes, I think. Which, like, how? You are a fish. How do you find a way to drown? But also, this may be a problem. But, yeah, whatever. I'm a 13-year-old with limited access to scientific information. I don't know. We'll just make this. We only made this on a whim. So number 7 is the the ripsaw catfish. The ripsaw will add some blade-like spikes on the hybrid side, allowing it to ram into Vex and potentially cut him. Not only that, they have spiked pectoral and dorsal fins. tipped with venom, though the venom isn't lethal yet. The stonefish, aka the most venomous fish in the entire planet, will add a lethal venom in the hybrid spiked fins. But even if Vex manages to avoid the fins and venom, the creature after this will ensure that if the hybrid goes down, he'll be taking Vex with him. The Fugu pufferfish. The Fugu pufferfish will add poisonous flesh to the hybrid, so if Vex somehow gets through all the hybrid's defenses and kills it, then Vex will go down with it. Well, I will say, I think the Fugu pufferfish doesn't actually produce the poison itself. There's an algae that secretes the poison, and then it's eaten by like a clam or a crab, and then the pufferfish eats that clam or crab. So I will say this might be a problem, but with the lore I'm giving it, this probably won't be a problem. Number 10, the Antarctic toothfish. This special fish is known to inhabit the cold waters of Antarctica. How is it not freezing into a fish popsicle? Well, it has special antifreeze glycoproteins in its blood, allowing its blood to flow regularly and not freeze up. The surfactants. Lastly, the surfactants will add sheer size and strength. Yeah, I kind of added this last minute because I realized my hybrid was a teeny bit too small, so I need to increase the size and length, lol. The hybrid. The name, Brismopiscus venatoris, name meaning monster fish hunter, and I will be nicknaming him Caesar, because why not? That's so cool. Stats. Length 9 meters, weight 4,000 kilograms, my force 10,000 psi, which is like actually a lot because I added the red belly piranha DNA, which can actually be like up like 30 times its body size, but like its original calculation was like 100,000 psa, which is insane. So I kind of scale it down without having any other genetic contributors. Also, the length and weight are I'm just guessing really. I'd say this thing is like only somewhat at least a little bit longer than a surfactanus. A little longer than a surfactanus, I'd say. Max speed is 55 miles per hour, and it's actually early unfinished artwork of Caesar because, like, yeah. Hybrid's traits. Caesar will inhabit the cold, shallow waters of the Baltic Sea. The antifreeze from the toothfish DNA will allowing it to stay functional. Additionally, Caesar has razor-sharp teeth, perfect for taking big lumps out of Vex. Armor from the Arapaima and venomous spiked dorsal fins, dorsal and pectoral fins. Razor-sharp blades on its side from the ripsaw DNA. Equipped with a lethal venom from stonefish DNA and poisonous flesh from the Fugu pufferfish. While I do say, the drawing doesn't do it justice because I can't I tried to make the teeth look fused, but it's actually I resorted to just making them closely stuck together and having the top of the teeth be covered by the hybrid's fleshiness, or like its gums. The plan. Caesar will be born and raised in the lab until he is fully grown. In that lab, he will go extensive training to target Vex's tail, gills, and jugular, because, his fins are kind of not there, kind of. Once he is released into the Baltic Sea, he will track down Vex, thanks to its amazing sense of smell, provided by a piranha and short-fin mako DNA. Also, the electroreceptors by the mako shark. Once he finds Vex, he'll bite at Vex's tail. Now, he might not break bone, but he will still cause immense bleeding and pain, so much to the point where Vex will either be too hurt to move, or will bleed out, or maybe even, just still be able to swim, but not very fast. Another option is if the hybrid swims under Vex and actually stabs Vex in the abdomen with Caesar's dorsal fin. And the stonefish DNA is very poisonous. poisonous, venomous, and it might not kill Vex immediately thanks to his immune system from the saltwater crocodile DNA, but I'm hoping that it will have at least somewhat of an effect. Then Vex will kind of wriggle around in pain while the hybrid doubles back to bite at Vex again, either at the jugular or the tail. But this battle really comes, this really just a game of cat and mouse, who can catch who faster. And I see, like, if the hybrid or Caesar gets a hold of Vex's jugular, it might be game over, considering the sharp teeth and bite force. But Vex is very, has more stamina. Can't, so if he tires Caesar out, then he might get a chance to finish the job. But if Caesar manages to aim at Vex's gills, nose, or jugular, then he might actually limit Vex's stamina. So this can really go either way. Now, thank you for watching. I know there are like probably some like holes in this hybrid because like there are some problems because like, oh yeah, the if the hybrid will be raised in the lab and will actually be fed the poisonous algae or the clam that eats the algae, so it'll uh poisonous flesh. And I know that if this fish has like both venom and poison, it would take like a lot of food to be sustained, let alone the fish even Caesar even being like that long, like longer than a surfactanus. So I do say that there are definitely some holes in in this, like some problems, but this is like basically I tried my best. So what do you think? Do you think it still stands a chance, or do you think it will break its own jaw? For me, probably I think it actually might break his jaw because, like, I say that by force is 10,000 psi, but the original one was like 80,000 or 100,000, which is ridiculous. Which, yeah, probably will break Caesar's jaw, but like because I lowered it down, there wasn't any genetic contributor, so that might I don't really know. I just don't know. I'm really just trying here. Really make this slide in Canva. So, thank you for watching. Also, I have this cool artwork of Caesar. And I was in the slide, but I just wanted to show you because I'm very, very proud of it. And thank you for watching. So yeah, hopefully my hybrid will stand a chance against Vex.